Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Steelers are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Cowboys, who will need to solve that secondary. So with that, let's get up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. On the call, here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44. And the Pittsburgh Steelers. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
It's a gain of 5, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. The rookie Deion Jones picked it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Stephon Tua came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
This is McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Brown, the lone receiver left. Play action. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Going deep now for Decker. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. For that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And here's a look at the starting offense. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Another look for Dalton on second and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Dalton off play action. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and that leads to a Dallas first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Second down, Dalton. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And partner, nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just...
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Dalton throwing on second down. His throw incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Well, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Heavy. Watch the backfield.
One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Left side here, caught by Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A give to McCoy. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hurry up, here we go.
This give is to McCoy. And he gets it down to the 32. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. All right, here we go. Now, party.
Here's McCoy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Josh Doctson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. It's second down. Dalton looking. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Another chance for Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the second rounder, Von Bell. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. To Decker over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Blue line. Detroit.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And complete into the hands of Fowler. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And able to find Decker. A gain of 13 and also the first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Cowboys. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. 1 receiver left is Hilton. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. He's going to loft one. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And Dalton to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Play action here with Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Dalton, 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with the draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton, he's got his man, Boyd. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Dalton operating in the red. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ty Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. They'll need to... And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Here's Dalton to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, it's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
They'll run it with McCoy. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw is Garoppolo. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep, and they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Right, 58 right there.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's going to go up top again. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. Now McCoy. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. LaShawn McCoy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Dalton, 1st and 10. And Matthews makes the ground. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Second down, Dalton. And Matthews has it right side. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And Dalton to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there out of the running game. 30 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he's got this one down to the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Second and just 1.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They come out here in the eye. Again, they run with Burkhead. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, after that stop, you know that third down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
So just about a minute to go here. Tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Now McCoy. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
380.
So now Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie loves playing man coverage. That's his specialty. Great agility, even though he looks like one of those tall receivers he goes against week in and week out in the NFL.
And the receiver he just went toe-to-toe with there, unsuccessful, as that one knocked away. Second down following the incompletion. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Brandon Fields now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Let's take it inside his own 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They come out here in the eye. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well, because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Left side here, caught by Clay. 23 yards on the play.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, DeQuell Jackson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Zebra! 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 Zebra!
They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Third and 2 for Dalton. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
The carry here for the big tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And he missed it. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go. That's caught inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll try and rub a sweep to McCoy. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final stoppage here in overtime, and we'll be back. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Steelers, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.